Welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast, a production from Empowering Pumps and Equipment as the voice of the pump and related equipment industry. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Charli Matthews, and I am so excited. This week is Interfex in New York City, and so I have some guests that we're going to talk to, partners of ours that are going to be there. But I'm just excited to bring you this information as well. We have been just talking about sustainability, talking about all of the different things that we can do to create a better environment. And this, I think, is one of them. So I'm really excited to introduce you. I'll let you introduce yourselves, but Gillian, go ahead and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, sure. I'm loving the excitement about Interfex because we have been so excited about Interfex here. I mean, this has been the last few months of preparation. So we're about to launch we've launched our PSG Biotech brand online, and this will be the first physical launch. So yeah, I'm really excited. My role, I'm the marketing director. PSG, I came on board, my background is creative service industry. So I used to run a marketing digital design agency, and came on board with one of our clients, who was Quantex, and Quantex was then later acquired by PSG. And yeah, forms part of the product offering within the PSG Biotech sphere, partnering with Quattroflow. So yeah, that's just a little intro about me. And I'll
Awesome. Yeah, and we're going to definitely dig into all of that, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm diving straight in there. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, Mike.
Hello, Charli. How are you doing today? So I'm, very excited about, being here. Thanks for inviting me for this podcast. So I'm Mike Franco. I'm the Global Sales Director for PSG Biotech. Under PSG Biotech, I'm responsible for the sales worldwide of our legacy brands. And we'll go into that, of course. I live in Boston, Massachusetts, and I've been with the company since 2017.
Awesome. Well, that's exciting. I'm actually going to Boston not too far in the future, so maybe I'll say hello.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you for that introduction. Like I said, PSG, we've watched them grow and kind of acquire many brands, and this one is a little different. I think that you've created something here of bringing these pieces together. So I'd like you to talk a little bit about PSG Biotech and how that came about.
Yeah, sure. So, since the acquisition of Quattroflow, which was in 2011, Quattroflow has had huge success in the biotech industry for biopharma applications, and the 4-piston diaphragm pump is mimicking the heart, and this is just wonderful for the biopharma industry, minimum share on products, etc. But then we got to the acquisition of Ametek, which is an ultrasonic clamp-on sensor technology firm that has products for the biopharma industry. And that was in 2020. Then in 2021, there was the acquisition of Quantex, which is a single-use. I didn't mention Ametek has ultrasonic clamp on. I did mention that. And then, the Quantex single-use microdosing rotary pumps. So that's an exciting new technology for the biopharma industry. And then in 2022, we acquired Malema and the Coriolis flow meters. And this means that we do have a critical mass, and it made sense for us to combine all of those technologies and put them under one roof. And the reason why is we're not only pooling the technology, but we're pooling our expertise globally. We're combining our innovations to optimize for our customers, make installations easier. And that's really, our aim. And as we move forward, how can we optimize everything as one unit? And then having for example, having one salesperson who has all of that knowledge, you have a deeper relationship with your customers because, and the partnership is deeper because we have so many more touch points. We have a deeper understanding of their requirements and needs, which is very powerful for the partnership.
Yeah, I love that. And I saw that as kind of that next step for you, right? Like it was a natural fit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I loved it. I loved it. I love thinking about the system and how it all works together. So, Mike, do you want to elaborate a little bit on that and kind of dive into it?
Well, I mean, Gillian already had, the best words to describe what we're trying to do, but it is true. I mean, we started with QuatroFlow many years ago, and we had a great success with the QuatroFlow pumps. Nowadays, we're very proud of the work we've done in terms of providing customers with reliable, safe, and accurate flow measurement. So it was natural. It really made a lot of sense for us to acquire Ametek and Quantex and Malema. Now we're bringing together the expertise and we're using that to provide a very comprehensive product portfolio to our customers. We relentlessly pursue challenging applications in biopharma. We believe that has a positive impact on patients, on human life, and from small scale, from lab applications to commercial scale, our products provide reliability, safety, and really, a lot of peace of mind.
Yeah. And just for our audience, we talk a lot about water pumps and some of these larger pumps, and I love the kind of diving in, and we're talking about caring for every drop here. And so if you just think about that and the size of what you're measuring and the size of, just what we're pumping and how that all works together. I think it's really important to note that. And I know that the biopharma understand that, but I just wanted to give it to my readers to understand this is the kind of the side of the pump industry that is very unique, that we don't talk about enough. And so I'm really excited that y'all are doing that and making these solutions for the industry. So I love thinking about positive displacement pumps because so many times that's not, we don't think about how, for example, I'll give you kind of a real example, everybody, that I can relate to you. The yogurt that gets into the strawberries that get into your yogurt. You ever think like, how do they get there? Right. And it's a positive displacement pump of some kind that makes that happen. Right. So just relating that to our everyday needs and how we care for each other. And so in the biopharma industry, we're talking a lot about your healthcare. We're talking a lot about, how we live every day. And so I think that that's important just to share to our audience.
So that's correct. In our world, we get involved with very critical applications that have impact on the life of human beings. So what we would like to do is precisely transferring and mirroring these very delicate biologics. So our QuatroFlow pump has some very unique characteristics. We talked about the fact that, for example, it mimics the human heart. The human heart is the perfect machine to transfer biologics. And in the core of the technology is the same function of the human heart. So in that sense, we can provide a very, very reliable and very accurate measurement for our customers.
Yes, I know that very well. I don't know if you two know that, but I had open heart surgery. So every time we talk about that, it's a little extra. I know. It was the valve. It wasn't the pump. Don't worry. But it touches home, and it's so important that we think about that. We look into science and our biology and the different things that the world puts out there for us, and take that into how can we innovate and use kind of those mindsets. So I love that so much. Well, I know y'all are excited about Interfex, so let's talk a little bit about that and what are you planning to have there? I know launching it, this is happening tomorrow. So if you're listening to this on Monday, this is happening the 25th, 26th, 27th, and that's going to be at the Javits Center in New York City. So anything, who should we look for at the booth?
Mike.
Perfect.
Look for Mike.
I'll be there. Booth 1027.
We've got a whole team. We've got whole teams coming over. I mean, not everybody, obviously, but I think there's 18 of us that are going to be there. And we're talking the top experts from all the legacy brands for PSG Biotech. So if you want to talk about any of the products, you can find the expert will be on the floor at the show. So yeah, that's exciting. And it's exciting for us to have everybody in one place, because you do have quite meaningful relationships. Everybody's very passionate about biotech and PSG, and it's wonderful to be able to actually connect in person as well. So yeah, we're excited to show off all the different products, and there's a really vast product range as well.
Yeah, and I wanted to just say, if you're not able to come, you've got an amazing website that you've set up. It's got videos and different technology there on the screen. So you can also do it that way. And yeah, sure. We'll put the links for everybody in the show notes. But I kind of want to give y'all the last word if there's anything else that you want to share with our audience.
We have an exciting competition happening. So we are giving away an iPad Air at the show, an actual Apple iPad Air. And it's a really small, very quick survey that you just need to fill in, like 6 questions. But we're challenging everybody, our customers. We love to know what our customers need. It's very intrinsic part of what we do. It's everything that we do. So it governs all the innovation that we do. So we are challenging anybody who has any pain points, any situations that are not being met at this present time, to fill in the questionnaire, tell us about it, and we will pick the most inspiring answer. Because if it can inspire our next flow control innovation, you'll win the iPad Air. So it's just an exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes in. So.
Yes, I love surveys where you kind of read through all the answers and then create something. That's always the best.
Yes, exactly.
What about you, Mike?
Well, I'm so excited about being in New York, because we haven't really done Interfex for quite a while, at least not the way we're doing this year. Mm-hmm. So it'll be great to see, many new friends and old friends, and we're also excited about launching a new product. There is going to be a new product going to the market, and we're very excited about that. So for all of those who are coming to the Interfex show, please visit us at booth 1027. We're happy to show you, the legacy products. We talk about the new brand PSG Biotech and introduce you to our new launch.
I love it. The teaser is out there. I'm so excited. Okay, well, wonderful. Thank you so much for being here. I have many questions. I'm curious just how you got into the industry. I know it's a kind of personal question on the back end here, but I'm just curious. So do y'all mind sharing just a little bit about how you got into the industry?
Oh, in my case, I started my career after graduating from university with a degree in engineering. and I studied as an application engineer and went to a marketing role, and then from marketing to sales, and I've been in sales for 20 plus years. So I love being in sales. It's, I think, what I was born to do. It's very exciting waking up every day and thinking, how I'm gonna help a customer with a solution. So that's basically me.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, you were born salesperson. Yeah, I think I mentioned earlier that I had a career. My early career was all in the creative industry. I had a stint as an art director in big agencies, Saatchi Saatchi and Lowe's, Euros RSCG, and then set up my own branding and digital agency, and I actually spent some time with another client where I came on board as managing director of Europe for a fashion technology firm, and then obviously Quantex, knew very well, been doing all the marketing for Quantex throughout the years, and then came on board in 2018 purely because it was ready to move towards an acquisition, and I came on board to help move it to the acquisition, and that's how I've ended up in the world of pumps and sensors.
Yes. Well, I have to say that. Go ahead.
If I looked at a crystal ball like 20 years ago and they'd said, you're going to work in a pump company, I said, what?
Yes, and I think that happens to a lot of us. I've interviewed so many people, and that's why I like that question. You discover so much. But I'll tell you, I have to tell you this: empowering women in industry. We have a conference, awards gala, and fashion show. So if you're into fashion, we do that on the industry side, everything from hard hats and high heels to gowns. And so we want to keep the fun here in the pump industry too. So thank you for being here. The last question I'll have, I won't take you through my full rapid fire, but I would like you to just give some advice to somebody coming into the industry. What is something that you would say as far as kind of a young professional coming in or somebody getting into this biotech industries?
So the biotech industry is a very dynamic industry, and has a lot going on right now. As you can imagine, the drugs are being manufactured, being in different technologies. There's cell and gene therapy, and there's mRNA. I know everybody heard about the vaccines for COVID and everything else. So there are a lot of different fields that a new employee can go to. And it's a really fun environment to be in. I mean, every time I go to a meeting, I meet great people. They always have like good attitude, and they're always happy, to talk to me. And I think it's just like really great industry to be in.
I love that. Any closing advice from you, Gillian?
Yeah, I think it's just wonderful to be in such a progressive industry. Like it's new, relatively new, and it's the future as well, as it gets smaller scale and almost bedside. So that's really exciting for biopharma. I think and I think it's not an old people's industry, it's a young people's industry. So if you're a young person, you want to move into something that is paving the way for the future, then this is an industry for you. It's
that's so great. And I think no better reason to go to New York City right now. Check out Interfex and see, maybe there's some job openings there. I'm sure they have a career board of some kind there. So thank you so much for your time today. I'm excited for you. I look forward to the launch, and I love being a part of it. So thank you for being a partner with Empowering Pumps and Equipment. And just that, again, I'd love to have you on again. You know how I like to dive deep into people's lives here on the Empowering Industry podcast. Y'all share this episode. So if you're listening to this Monday, kind of critical share, because it's timely, and if you'll get this out here. And make sure that you like and subscribe. That always helps our podcast show up in your feed every Monday. So until next time, everybody, be empowering.